Welcome to day 7 out of 24 stories this Christmas. Tonight's 7th story is called Mr. Men Meet Father Christmas, read by the same artists. It was Christmas Eve, and Miss Tiny was excited. And the more she thought about Christmas, the more excited she became. Very, very excited. I wonder what Father Christmas is doing at this moment, she thought to herself. He might be polishing his sleigh, he might be feeding his reindeer, or he might be wrapping presents. He might even be wrapping my present. I do wish I could visit him and see. Just then she heard somebody outside her mouse hole. That's right, Miss Tiny is so tiny she lives in a mouse hole, in the skirting board, in the dining room of Home Farm. In Home Farm. It was Mr. Daydream. I was on my way to see Father Christmas, he said. Would you like to come along on a Christmas holiday with me? Miss Tiny could not believe her luck, if it really was luck. Waiting outside was Mr. Daydream's magic bird. Mr. Daydream's enormous yellow magic bird. Enormous to you or I, but as big as the moon to Miss Tiny. Mr. Daydream and Miss Tiny climbed up onto its back and off they flew to the north. North all the way to the North Pole. Look, there's a house with an upside-down roof, said Miss Tiny as they flew on. Where are we? She asked. We are flying over Muddleland, said Mr. Daydream. Would you like to have a look? Yes, please, said Miss Tiny. In Muddleland, everything is in a muddle, and Christmas time is no exception. In Motherland, they don't decorate their Christmas trees. They decorate their furniture. In Motherland, they don't have Christmas lunch either. They have Christmas breakfast. And in Motherland, they don't hang Christmas stockings. They hang gloves above their fireplaces. And then they were off again, and before long they found themselves flying over Cleverland. Now, as you can well imagine, everyone in Cleverland is clever. Even the sheep are clever. So clever, in fact, that they celebrate Christmas. Miss Tiny and Mr. Daydream stopped off at many places on their way at the North Pole. In Loudland, they heard the loudest carol singers in the world. They were much too loud for Miss Tiny. And they flew to Nonsense Land, where the snow was yellow. Just one more stop before we get to the North Pole, announced Mr. Daydream finally. Where is that? Asked Miss Tiny. Coldland. And it was. Cold, that is. Very, very, very cold. And in Coldland they had tea with Mr. Sneeze. Achoo! Sneezed Mr. Sneeze. Achoo! Sneezed Miss Tiny. Oh dear, said Mr. Daydream. I think you might have caught a cold. At last they reached the North Pole. Miss Tiny couldn't wait to meet Father Christmas. But where was he? They landed beside a large chimney stack, standing all on its own. How odd, said Miss Tiny. Suddenly there was a rumbling sound and 2 big black boots appeared in the fireplace. I think I need to lose a bit of weight, echoed a voice from the chimney. It was Father Christmas doing chimney practice with Mr. Christmas. And with a pop, Father Christmas squeezed out of the chimney, covered in soot. Hello there, he boomed. Hello there, he boomed to Miss Tiny. How about a big tour for a little person? I've got to clean myself up, but Mr. Christmas will show you around. Yes, please, said Miss Tiny. Achoo! She sneezed. Bless you, said Mr. Christmas and Father Christmas together. Mr. Christmas led Miss Tiny into a log cabin where she met the elves who were making all the toys. Achoo! Sneezed Mr. Sneeze. Bless you, chorused the elves. Then Mr. Christmas took Miss Tiny to feed Father Christmas's reindeer. Rudolph has a cold just like your one, said Mr. Christmas. Achoo! Sneezed Rudolph. Bless you, said Miss Tiny. And best of all, they saw where all the presents were stored. And this one, said Mr. Christmas, picking up a very tiny parcel, is yours. Miss Tiny's face lit up with excitement. It must be small. It may be small, said Mr. Christmas, but Father Christmas won't forget to deliver it tonight. And just then Father Christmas popped his head around the corner. He had dusted off his suit, and it was bright red again. He was ready for his busy night. Miss Tiny let out a small yawn. It was getting very late for a little person. So Miss Tiny and Mr. Daydream said goodbye to Father Christmas, Mr. Christmas, the reindeer and the elves, and climbed back on the enormous yellow bird. Miss Tiny could hardly keep her eyes open as they flew all the way home. On Christmas morning, Miss Tiny woke up to find herself sitting in her armchair. Her in her mouse hole, in the skirting board, in the dining room, in Home Farm. There, next to her tiny pine cone tree, was a parcel. Father Christmas had been. Gosh, she said to herself, did that Christmas holiday really happen? Maybe it was just a dream. But then, achoo! She sneezed. See you tomorrow for day 8.